First off, I'd like to say all praise is due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways, preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And hopefully by the mercy and grace of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, all those brothers and sisters that's in the truth, all the elders and apostles that's been teaching and ruling well, hopefully we're part of the elect. With that being said, this is your brother Dawabot from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you. And it's kind of hard, man, when you sit up here and think about friends and family, man, and about how some of them just don't get it. But I had a friend, and he's a good friend, who I've been knowing for quite some time, who just told me he took the vaccine. He just got the vaccine. He just got the vaccination because he's in a medical field. And we talked a couple of days ago, and he sit up and told me that he had to take it, and then he got the second shot that he's going to be taking January 6th. So this is a confirmed source. Like I said, this is a great friend I've been knowing for, double-digit years. And and me and him talk a lot about the Bible. As a matter of fact, before I came into the truth, he was the one that taught me about a lot of scriptures. And it's just sometimes, as a brother, sometimes it's sad to see, man, some of your family members or friends fall by the wayside. But in this time it's coming. But with that being said, man, it's just, how could you trust in your enemy? How could you trust in the system? So that's the point I'm trying to make. This is Jeremiah 17:5. Thus said the Lord, cursed be the man that trusted in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. So the Heavenly Father said, man, cursed be the man, who trusted other men. Here it is, and that trusted in man and making flesh his arm. So here it is, you make another man your strength. You making this world your strength. Instead of trusting in the Lord, you departed from the Lord. You turned the Lord away. And like I said, this is a guy who's truly into the Bible, who knows the scriptures. Maybe not, he leaned on his own understanding. But my thing is, but you know what I'm saying? And before I came into the truth, he was showing me a lot about the scriptures, but through his own understanding. But like I said before, you lean to your own understanding. You don't listen to, and like I said, we had conversations a lot, and it's just surprising to me. But then again, it's not surprising. Like I said before, Jeremiah 17:5. Thus said the Lord, cursed be the man that trusted in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. And that's just point blank to the period. Point blank period. It's just straight to the point. You trust in man, but you don't trust in the Heavenly Father like y'all say y'all do. This is Isaiah 30, and I'm going to start at 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin. And getting a mark in your flesh is sin. Taking that vaccine is a sin because you're cutting in your flesh. Now, in years past, before we came into this truth, we did those things. We got tattoos, we took shots, But when we come into this truth, we renew our mind. We understand that those things are not, those things are against the law. That's a sin unto the Lord. So we change. And that's the whole point. When you get a mark in your body, whether it be a tattoo, whether it be cuts in the flesh, you're sinning against the Heavenly Father. You're sinning against the Heavenly Father. This is Isaiah 30 in verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt and not ask at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So here it is, you walk down to Egypt, you trust in this system, you trust in the government, but you don't trust in the Lord. You don't take his counsel. And then you trust in the shadow of Egypt. Now, when it's saying the shadow, you trust in the system that copies and mimics the system in Pharaoh's time, in old Egypt, ancient Egypt. This system just mimics the same system. It's following its customs in its shadow. But that's what you do. And like I said before, this is a guy, man, that's a buddy, been my friend for a moment. You know, been my friend for a moment, man. Been my friend for a moment, you know, and it just surprised me that he did it. This is Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as an iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So here's the thing, man. How you gonna trust a sister, man, that's always been against you? That's always been putting you down. How could you trust this sister? You don't supposed to trust it. You're supposed to have faith in the Heavenly Father. And like I said before, man, you know, having that conversation with him just threw me off, man, because, you know, as we were talking, he said, I trust in this science. I trust in this vaccine. I trust in it because he wants this place to keep going. He don't want to let it go. And you know what? Hey, as a buddy, I'm going to have to let him go where he's going anyway. So my whole point, man, is like, you know, you're going to have family